Hello guys, so finally I decided to play FM again. Actually I started maybe 10 days ago. Mostly last 10 days ago I was actually doing some changes with tactic and with formation, and I was testing some things, and actually and then this is let's say final result. As we all know, the current FM is let's say it's in really bad situation. A lot of experienced FM players, including me, actually stopped to play FM more than 6 months ago. There is a lot of issues with FM, but if I start now it will be very long topic. I will try to point some things during the matches. Regarding my formation and the club, I choose Brighton because... Why I choose Brighton? Because on the start of the game they have decent central defenders, and decent central defenders it's not easy to find. Then they are very small club, and I think last few years I didn't play with them, so I decided to try, and like always, minimum expectation will be top 4. My real expectation is 3rd place, and I think I will be happy with title. Title is like, it will be a little bit above expectation. So we will see what I can do. What is this? Some shit. First of all, I will try to show you my transfer history. As you can see, I spent 127 million. And actually I can spend more than 20 million more I have, but for this first transfer window I cannot bring the players what I want. Also I managed to earn 85 millions from the transfers. Even I was selling all these shitty players for 40 to 50% of their actual valuation. If you go to see in finance, you can see I have a lot of money. Also I have a lot of shitty players who are in reserve. I want to, basically all of them they are on transfer list, including Ryan goalkeeper, Button goalkeeper, this Iranian winger. There is also here on my bench I have 1-2 player what I want to remove, sell, whatever. So regarding my players, what I bought, first of all I signed Dani Olmo for my favorite role of shadow striker, and this guy I really like, not even in the game, I like him in the fucking reality. So I decided to make team around him where he will be my best player. I also signed this guy, Turkish Messi I call him. Actually I was thinking to play with three players in the flat mid, where this Turkish Messi and Olmo will be used as mezalas, but actually it was not working quite well. So I changed it back again, so for now we will play like this. McKenna, everybody knows he's overrated central defender. Who has very good pace, and he has one good advantage, he is left-footed. And I sold Duffy and bought him, and he's British, of course, no need time to adapt. This guy is, I found it, I never had it before, but looks like pretty decent wing back. The only issue is he's 23 years old, he's too old for my playstyle, but for now he will be starter in the future, he will be my bench option, so we will see. Liverpool Arsenal 5-1, very nice and very realistic, I must say. If you have David Luiz as central defender, this is what you can expect. So for all people who don't know me, I'm playing this type of game now, it's I think more than 20 years. Basically, I want to play always with shitty teams, and I want to challenge for title in season 1 with shitty teams. So whoever interested, you can watch my FM19 careers, which I think I played Bologna, Deportivo, Sunderland. I think won all the titles with all 3 of them in the season 1. So regarding my favorite roles in FM, it's definitely Poacher and Shadow Striker. Actually, I was trying to use Poacher here, but it was not so working. We will see. I'm still trying to configure how to what roles are best for the strikers for now. So I decided also to buy a goalkeeper because all these fucking shitty goalkeepers, they don't have good aerial ability, and me personally I prefer to have keeper who can basically deal with opponent crosses, especially because I'm playing 3 attack. I want from my keeper to catch the crosses. So this guy is also one of the examples why FM is in very poor condition. He's basically overrated player in FM, and most of British players are like this. So it's long story. And somebody asked me a few days ago, do I know who is the most overrated player in FM history? I must say, in last maybe 3, 4, 5 years, I think Luke Shaw is definitely most overrated player ever in FM. The guy is below average left back, but in game he was having better stats than Roberto Carlos in his prime. I mean, this is fucking joke. I think this year in FM, I think maybe the guy from Liverpool, Trent Arnold, I think he's more overrated in this year, but for longer period, definitely Luke Shaw. I'm trying to go a little bit fast because, as we all know, I'm trying to do around one hour per episode. That is around 4 to 5 games, because I'm watching games on extended highlight like every pro manager. We will discuss during the games about some certain roles because I needed a little bit to compromise some of the things. So I'm playing against Bournemouth away. They are playing flat 4-4-2, basically classic formation. They are using 2 strikers, and Carl Wilson is having very good pace and off the ball. Before we start, let me check all these things. Replay events, I like only goals. This basically I can turn off for maybe now. Other time injury. So what is the plan? So I want actually, there are some minimum requirements what I see from my players. For example, as I'm saying, I want to basically, this tactic is using Shadow Striker. As I'm saying, Shadow Striker is one of my favorite roles, and so I want to see from Dani Olmo at least 20 goals and 20 assists in the Premiership. Cup games, I'm not interested. So that's like some kind of minimum expectations for him. For me, basically that's it. Only I'm interested to see his good performance. So let's start from how to explain my tactical approach. So basically it's very simple. This is slow pace building technical tactic where I'm trying to basically supply balls to my wingbacks who will then cross in the box. So in box I have 2 strikers, I have Shadow Striker, and I'm having always one of the opposite wingbacks in the box. So that's the way how I'm planning to score the goals mostly. Both of strikers, they are having some kind of support role. Left one is complete forward. It's basically complete forward is basically good all-around striker, and I think he's a player who needs to be my main scorer. I think after Shadow Striker, two of them basically they need to do 80% of my goals. The right striker is basically I call this role. It's called pressing forward. That is for me mosquito role. Basically, he's just buzzing around and doing his own things. I was trying to use deep line support. I was having mixed results. I was using Poacher, but Poacher is not involved in the game, so I suffer against bigger teams. So in future probably I will try to some different roles. But for now I'm going like this. What else? Regarding my two central midfielders, they have a lot of fucking job with this formation because I'm using counter press, so two strikers plus shadow striker and deep lying playmaker on support, and my wingbacks they're closing down fully. So two central midfielders, they have a lot of area to cover, especially one of them is like playmaker who is not having very good tackling. So this will be really interesting. Actually, when I was testing, I was using ball winning midfielder, but he was collecting a lot of yellow cards, and I'm not having big bench to compensate this, so I changed this one to central midfielder on defense without tackling hard instruction. What are the weaknesses of this tactic? This was one of the weaknesses. I'm not having the player who is playing directly in front of my central defenders, so I can struggle against enemy attacking midfielders, especially if they will have always space. If they collect the ball, they can fuck me with long range shooting, or they can supply direct through balls. Of course, I have now issue because I have a lot of newly signed players. So who will I replace? I think I will put this guy who is more defensively oriented instead of Turkish Messi, and I will give some moments to veteran Murray. Even I done now mistake. I even forget it now. I needed to replace only one guy because I'm leading 1-0. So I want to use my substitution basically to waste the time. Regarding a fully attacking or defensive approach, very poor clear. If he cross, this is very dangerous. Can I do some counter? Most probably in last few minutes I will go to ultra defensive, or how is it called, to drop deeper and try to keep the result. Then I also will use my substitutions to waste the time. Okay, now I will pause. I will go to very defensive. I have to do one more sub. Who I can replace? Not having so big option. One of the wingbacks. So this is now last minute of extra time. Basically I need to defend this cross. So both of my wingbacks, they have instruction to close more. I think they are also tackling harder. You will also notice when you check my team instructions, I'm not using get stuck in. Get stuck in is very popular this year with the tactics, because basically your team is much stronger defensively, you concede less goals, but problem is I'm playing with shitty teams. I cannot afford to collect easily yellow cards and red cards. Basically I want to use my substitutions to waste the time, especially now when I'm leading. So I started with 1-0, pretty decent, clean sheet, not so bad, but I didn't play it very well. As I'm saying, I have a lot of newly players, so I really need some time. So 2 days ago, I think it was Saturday afternoon, I was testing this one with, I played maybe first 15 games just for fun. I used a little bit Arsenal, I used a little bit City, and I used a little bit this Brighton save. And actually, I managed to beat all the big teams except City. And I also noticed after first 10 games my team started to play much better. There is some kind of course logic. You see now the links are slowly coming. So I'm expecting much better performance in the future. So let's discuss about set pieces. So with this tactic, all set pieces are taken basically by shadow strikers. So I mean corners and direct free kicks. Throw-ins are done by my wingbacks. And regarding set piece setup, basically I done some kind of mine with some kind of logic with mixed attacking. So there is not any exploit. I didn't even basically just random shit. We will see how will this work. Probably if somebody has better attacking set piece, of course he can use it. So we will see. But for now I'm keeping like this. Basically everything in this tactic is my creation. I don't use nothing from nobody. So we will see. I still didn't create the topic on FM base site or FM scout, but I'm planning to see how this result will go. If I reach top 4 with this team, definitely I think I will upload the tactic. And if you have any idea what to try, 2-3 days ago I was asking that guy, because YouTube, he has good YouTube channel regarding some roles, tactics and everything. That guy from Singapore, Bushnet or what his name. I asked him some suggestion, but he told me something I tried, it was not working, so I again changed it by my way. Because you can see in this year FM19 basically nobody is playing with 3 at back, or nobody is playing 4-3-1-2, everybody is using the wingers. And whoever knows me, I never use wingers. I think that is one of biggest mistakes of FM players. I would rather have 2 world-class strikers than fucking 2 wingers. I don't need wingers. If I have top wingbacks, they can use the role of the wingers for half price of winger. So next game is against Watford at home, and then looks like it's Arsenal there. So what is the plan with home games? Basically I keep everything safe, and I want to win at least by 2 goals difference. I think with amount of attacking players, I think I will not have problem in home games. And that is mandatory. I really need to beat these so-called smaller teams at home, especially at home. So how to win the title? It will be really hard, because because I'm not having the striker who can guarantee me 25-30 goals at least. And for me, definition of striker, if you tell me I'm striker, okay, I don't care, just tell me what club you played. I go there online, I check your statistic. If I don't see that you cannot score 1 goal per game, for me you are not striker. That's why I was really shocked when this Newcastle, who is really famous with shitty transfers, both Joelinton or West Ham, both Haller. This is fucking joke transfers. I mean. But we are living in that kind of age where still some clubs are playing old style of football. I really must to criticize Newcastle because I feel that Newcastle, for me, is having better funds and must be top 4 every year. I mean, for me, there is no big difference between Newcastle and, let's say, Arsenal or Everton. I mean, Steve Bruce comment after last game when they beat Tottenham regarding 1-0, he told that he was so proud by his players and response for these negative comments to pundits and football experts. But I was shocked because if I'm president of club and my club is having not more than 40% possession, I immediately sacked the manager. I was shocked. They done only 20%. They won the game on pure luck. And he's saying good performance. This is fucking insane. So people who know me also know that I'm a betting expert. You can find a lot of things, especially my winning tickets, on my Twitter because I'm posting on daily. For example, yesterday I won 4 tickets. My Twitter username is same like my YouTube channel. I'm only Zlatko Ujovic there, so profile is public. You can see it. This is also nice. I scored from set piece. As I saying, fuck it. I gave instruction to Olmo to take the corners, not to this Omur, but maybe it's some fuck up. Basically, I'm not using short corners. I'm using mixed. So same year like last year, I mean everybody agree even before season starting Premiership that Liverpool and City will dominate. I still feel that City has advantage because, for example, in case of injury of Salah or Mane, Liverpool will look very vulnerable and City can compensate. City is having much better bench and also City is actually, I think, creating more clear chances. Their style of football is more. For me personally, I don't like Klopp style of football, but at least they are playing attacking because I cannot see the. I mean, I'm shocked when I see that Klopp is always playing with 3 midfielders who are basically just running and doing pressing. They don't have any creativity there, but that is his style, gegenpress. So. Me, I personally, I don't like that. But everybody has different views of football. But I was looking if I have this guy is a little bit injured. I think I will replace him. Oh! Okay, almost first goal. Very good. So 19 more, as I'm saying, 20 goals, 20 assists at least. Can you score 1 more? Oh! Is this a replay back? No! It's goal again. Of course, he has 4-5 traits, including shooting power and all other bullshit, but I think I will give chance to Murray Murray is very slow player, but he's man of the moment. You never know with these older players. They can score or create something fabulous. So people always asking me, why I like Shadow Striker, because Shadow Striker is for me, he scores goals from range, and I'm really enjoying when people score from range or from set pieces. From the free kicks. Regarding the Shadow Strikers, I think 2 years or 3 years ago, I think FM17, there was my topic on FM base. I think I was managing Ipswich, and everybody remember when I signed Bradley Duck, I won the championship, I think, and then they go to Premiership, I won the Premiership instantly, and Bradley Duck was golden ball playing as Shadow Striker. I think he scored 30-40 goals and same amount of assists. So, but if you ask me who is the best Shadow Striker in the game, I'm not sure this year, but year before definitely. And FM17 was Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio. Fucking his physical presence and his 190, he also scored the headers. And he's in the box when my wingback cross, nobody can cover Milinkovic-Savic. I'm not sure how are his stats now. Can I do some sub for? It's 3-0. Do I have any? I can. Who I can give the chance? Yeah, I will try to save my wing backs. So I'm not having any cover for my right wing back. I'm having this central defender, so whenever I lead, I need to try to remove the Montoya and try to keep him fresh. I really need to avoid injuries regarding that position. Also, I still have more than 20 millions, and actually I was trying to buy right wing back from the Norwich. He's 18 years old. He has good all-around attributes, and actually I was thinking to buy him, but Norwich rejected 20 million. So for now, no. Maybe in January transfer window I will try again, because I want to buy always the players as younger as possible. So whoever watched my old videos, you know that I was winning the titles with players who have been having 17, 18 years old in the first team, and who actually been the key players. So for me, it's like in reality, you know or you don't know. So if you have good attributes, you will play. Never mind the age. I don't care for age. So regarding upcoming FM20, I think I'm really scared, and also some other guys also was mentioning on some forums. Most probably me and all other experienced managers would probably stop playing FM, I think. Because what we know for now, this is new features what are coming are basically bullshit. Similar like in this year, these social things. Some of these things I really don't like. We will see, but most probably I'm not really optimistic. I considered goal. This is also was my mistake, because I was leading 3-0, maybe last 5 minutes I can go also very defensive, just not to concede the goal, but I'm just talking too much. So FM20 most probably will be negative review from all experienced players. So that means I'm thinking when I tested that most probably I will write negative review on Steam, maybe 1-2 pages long. Not only me, I know some other guys who are also telling that they will do this one. there is a lot of examples. I can tolerate everything, but for me, if they don't fix the match engine, that's it. So why I stopped playing FM 8 months ago? Basically, I started with Cardiff. I done some career on YouTube. I done few episodes, and I was so pissed off. Even I was winning the game with the amount of stupid penalties and goals from crosses, goalkeeper intelligence, all these small things. And I stopped to play. Then I start again after 2-3 weeks just to complete Cardiff save. I won the title in season 1 with Cardiff. But I was so tilted by the game. I was not even. I decided not to upload to all the content until it, because I was really shameful how was the reaction of my defense and my goalkeeper and all this shit. I mean, some games I was playing 7-6, 7-5, you know. Another issue is now, I must say, that 90% of FM players they don't know how to play the game properly. It is really harsh for me, but you can see it. I mean, if you go to Twitch or you check some YouTube careers, you will be shocked. I mean, people are finishing with Barcelona taking 5th place, or they are playing. There was some guy on YouTube I watched, I think he played with Huesca, and he played 8 or 10. First game he lost all games completely lost, and he's saying he just want to stay in the league. Total amateur, I mean. But this is not newly players, this is players who are playing more than 4 or 5 years for sure, and they are doing some contact, and they want to teach the people how to play the game. But this is really disaster. I mean, I try some of them to give some suggestion or this something, but they are not accepting it. I think 1-2 of them even banned me from Twitch, because I become I'm very easily tilted person, and because if I tell him something, why you're using this player or why this, can you tell me some response? They don't care, right? They saying I just want to do it. And actually I want to try to help them, you know, but I also receive a lot of, on FM base I have still account, not so much active anymore, but I receiving a lot of private messages, always people asking me where is the new version of Pirate Poacher and like this, because Pirate Poacher was actually downloaded more than 100k in FM19, I think. Yeah, more than 100k downloads. Imagine if I put €1 per download. Regarding my Twitch and streaming, I need to tell you that my Twitch account was hacked. Account is still not returned, so I'm using Zlatko Vujovic V12 just to have some presence on Twitch. Twitch support is basically shit. They don't replying, they don't care. A lot of accounts have been hacked 3 months ago. There was big major break. So the thing is, the hacker also changed the username and changed email response. So I don't know what will happen with this one. Probably I lost that account. At least I have YouTube. I feel that YouTube is the still best option. So I'm playing Arsenal, then some cup game. So what I'm planning to do with the cups, like always I need to lose this on purpose. But this is still also depends, because I need to teach you some small thing. For example, now I'm playing against Arsenal. If I lose game against Arsenal, I will really try to avoid to losing one more game in a row. I need to keep my morale high. So if I lose against Arsenal, I need to beat Preston and Henicos. That means my best lineup to play. Everybody is ready. Liverpool, Chelsea. So all this Liverpool City, basically I want from them that they just drop the points. But you see, very big tempo. I cannot win the title if City and Liverpool are not dropping points. I don't have that kind of. I don't have much winners. Maybe I'm wrong, but not sure that with Maupa and Adona strikers I can progress. Maybe I'm wrong. So if you ask me who I want to sign in future, for example, for the position what is Maupa playing, definitely I would like to sign, for example, Vardy, who is also highly overrated. I never like to play against fucking Arsenal. I don't need to have goalkeeper on the bench. I forget that to change. The issue with Arsenal is their fucking pace. And Bellerin. Bellerin is fucking very annoying player to play. To defend against him because I think his pace acceleration is over 20 or something. Every year in FM he's so deadly player. And then I also tell the people when they play with managing big club, they always asking me who to buy. I just tell them buy Bellerin. So how to win this game? Basically, I cannot concede more than one goal. One I will concede for sure. If I concede more, fuck it. If I concede more, I think it will be a big issue. Now my duel player, who is basically tackling in the midfield, is having yellow card in 7 minutes. Definitely at half time I need to replace him, maybe even before, because I'm scared of red card. Can I do now one counter? Pass. So this was a really good chance. Twelve minutes. Fuck it. I cannot risk. If I get red card, the game is over. So for now, basically even game. So many free kicks. I want also one like this, 1-2 for Olmo to. Okay, now this is the chance if he do good cross. Fuck it. Tackle him. I'm not using get stuck in, so maybe if I'm managing a really big club, I will use get stuck in, just because I'm saying if you have plenty players on the bench, you can use it. Mustafi is very slow. Can I score from set piece? Pass on the left, right, somewhere. Do not lose the ball. Please. Pass on the right. Wing back is there. Fuck. What he is doing? Now they will counter me. Look this shit. Yeah, now this fucking Bernardo is playing on the left wing back. Come on. This is now dangerous. Give him the fucking card. Torreira is defensive midfielder. Can he score now? Please score. Arsenal is home team, so of course he will have more shots, but for now looks pretty even. It will be nice for me if Torreira or Mustafi gets second yellow card. Good cross, please. Olmo! He has shoot with power, but he didn't score. Why this fucking Murray is taking corners? Can I check this one? Where is this set piece takers? Why is not fucking Olmo? It's fucking Olmo there. I gave instructions for Olmo. Yeah, okay. Now I have problem because when during my attacking corners, only my I defend only with two wingbacks because two wingbacks they have more space. So because I want to have two of my central midfielders, they are basically on the lurking outside of penalty area box. Fuck. Will I use sub? Will I use the sub for waste timing because I'm not leading? I need to. Fuck. I'm putting Murray. Maybe it was better to use sub and waste time because draw is good for me. On the start of the season, draw is here good. What is now this one? Offside? No. Fucking game. I consider goal from set piece. Now I need to, if I lose here, I need to play the fucking cup with best squad. I'm not having any backup plans, so it's already mentality is on attacking, so going like this. Can I do one good counter attack? Murray is running and dying. Cross it. Yeah, second half I didn't play it quite well. Arsenal was better in second half. First half more or less, but second. And fucking Pepe scored against me. Fuck! 2 to 3 months. Do I have anybody on the bench fucking who can play this? Oh my god. Fuck. 2 to 3 months, so December he will come back. This is a really big blow because fuck. I think I will lose McKenna then on the central defender as wing back. At least he has a 15-16 pace. So Leicester beat Crystal Palace 3-2. Yeah, the wing back injury is fucking so big blow for me. Fuck. Nah, fuck, if he's not in my team, just fuck it off. What is the name of that? This is not easy. But there is no any other options. I need to win this game. Because after this is Leicester at home. I also need to defeat Leicester at home. Fuck. I think I will use that youngster for the bench in case something happens. Or if I'm leading 2-3 goals difference, I will put him in. Fuck, this is a cup game, fuck it, so we are going only commentary just to finish it faster. Win or lose, whatever. It would be nice to win just because of morale. If I lose, even better. I gave Olmo to fucking take corners, and again this guy is doing it. And I even in set pieces in some shadow strike. I hope so. Almost scored. So second half I will replace. Actually, I'm not having nobody who can play shadow striker. Except Turkish Messi. No, definitely these three I need to replace. Because they are... no, 2-0. Yeah, exactly. I have time to do one more game after this. It will be around 1 hour something episode. I'm not sure about my schedule. I think it's hard on the start. Why am I keeping my strikers to play? Because I want them to score goals. I need to boost also their morale. And at least against Preston they need to score the fucking goal. Regarding other games, I'm playing the Smite game. It's some kind of MOBA. You need to try it, similar to League of Legends, but on different concept. For me, I'm playing that game already for 5 years, 6 from beta, so... You know me, I'm mostly trolling. I play these ranked games and trolling around. I like to have fun. And when you kill the people in some games, they become pissed off. Especially I having a troll in-game name, so it's really funny when I kill them. Who I can replace? I was also thinking in future to transfer Turkish Messi as shadow striker and use Olmo as striker, but maybe we will see in future. This skin is actually pretty nice. I downloaded it from FM Passion Forum, so... Because my original skin was OPSZ Elite, and I downloaded it and it was actually showing me some screens are not working, like formation. I didn't see any players there, so it's some fucked up. I tried 2-3 times, was not working, then I was downloading a few other skins and then I was really happy with this one. So looks like 3-0 easy win. But next game against Wardy and company will be really important. Regarding my stuff, I signed one coach only and I assigned assistant manager. So regarding assistant manager, like always, for me, most important guy, this guy. As you can see, why I signed him? Because he's fucking 20 motivation and 18 man management. Never mind, he's German. You really need to know how to keep your morale high and players happy. That's one of the most important things in the game. I'm going very fast up. I need to remove, after I finish this episode, I need to remove some other divisions and to be even, the game go even faster. Because my playstyle is basically, I want to play the game, observe, pick the players, buy the players. So scouting is not required to use in this game. Training is not required to use in this game. So all these things, all these features are not useful. Trust me. If I'm, for example, owner of the club and I'm buying the players, I don't need scout. You can, today I'm watching, yesterday, last night I mean, I watched around maybe 50 games, I watched the highlights, all top major divisions. I know almost every player. So I'm not interested to know Let me see. This is my strongest lineup. This guy can go on the bench. So what I want to know about player, I'm mostly interested to know about his things outside of football. For example, if he's going out, is he drinking these things? So I would rather take private detective and check all these things. Is he gambling and all these things? How is his work ethic and these things? His football things. You can know it. Today you have on TV, you have YouTube, you can everything. You can find about any player. But these private things, these things I'm most interested. Because if I know that, for example, Dembele from Barcelona is playing all night online PlayStation 4 and cannot wake up, I will not buy him. One of the examples. Or for example, your player is stressful when flying or like these things. And of course, work ethic is really important in professional football. I mean, you cannot be Maradona and don't do any training and still be best on the field. Maradona is Maradona. So what I'm thinking about Premiership, basically I'm mostly betting on Premiership games because I feel them I like because they are very predictable, my opinion. Maybe you don't agree, because for me Premiership has everything best in the world except one thing, and that thing is for me the most important. That's why I'm thinking for me Spanish league is the better. The quality of football, I mean football on the field is not good, especially if you check the clubs like Newcastle, Sheffield United and all this. I don't like this play style of football, so that's the thing why I'm preferring to watch more Spanish league. Even now Premiership is really advancing because Guardiola brought a lot of good things, Bielsa brought a lot of good things. But when I remember when Liverpool was managed, I think by Kenny Dalglish, yes, and when he bought Andy Carroll, covering striker who doesn't have any clue about how to play game, as his striker in club like Liverpool. Of course, they cannot win nothing. I mean, one of the examples. Oh, no Vardy. I'm saved. And Wes Morgan is playing. I need to win this game. I really need to win. He's like, yes, it's an extended. This Ndidi from Leicester is a really good player. I would like to have him. Even I'm having this, what is that, McKennie on that position, but Ndidi is a really good player. Evans. Evans is having the card and Wes Morgan is still playing. What is this Wes Morgan playing? Fullback? Oh, there. Where are my strikers? Where is my midfield? Oh, Morgan is central defender. I need to supply the fucking ball to my wingbacks, and I need from wingbacks to be proactive. That's why for wingback I like to have always. If you ask me what are two most important attributes, definitely work rate and crossing. Of course, they need to have some mobility. Also, I always like to have. I like to have wingbacks with good positioning and tackling, but as I said, crossing, because he all the time only crosses, and work rates to go up down like maniac. So as you can see, for now Leicester better. Can I fucking counter this West Morgan and Evans? They are fucking slower than me. Okay, finally! Drinking sparkling water. So if you have some idea in future what you think, which transfer I would need to buy, for me I think priority is to buy top striker, all money invest to striker, and I would like to buy Vardy actually, even he is more than 30 years old, but I feel with him he is the player who can always win the games alone. So let's say Vardy instead of Maupai to play, and instead of Adone, I'm not sure. Need to think about this one. I really need I need good all-round striker who can also score with heading, with everything. I'm not playing good this fucking game. I don't know why. This is the fucking low quality. If I have better wingback, this is fucking low. Of course, I need to buy wingbacks, but it's not easy to. So imagine if you play this tactic, you have Andy Roberts on one side, Bellerin on another one. You don't need to have any other players good one. These two will fucking. I remember, when was this? 3 or 4 years ago when I was playing with Tudine, and my left wing back won the reward for best player in the Italian Serie A, left back, because he fucking scored like this 15 goals and assists every game. Olmo is not playing quite well in this fucking game. Omar is only 70%. Fuck it, I will need to replace him. Maybe I will bring this Aaron Moy in the second half. Maybe he can score from range. Very poor pass. Three at back. This was offside, I think. I need really to score one goal from set piece. Olmo is having the card. Will I replace him or I will risk? Actually, I will replace Montoya. So central defender on the as wingback. Excellent. Excellent. Leicester is a little bit better and playing with 3. Will I go to counter? No, for now no. Still no, nothing for now. Very good ball, very good. If I can score. Good, game over. So what I will do now, Bernardo is fucking already dead, so I will put this youngster to play. I really need to be careful with my wingbacks. It's 3-0, so this is important that you have complete forward who has good all-round attributes, so he can dribble, shoot, do headers, decent strength, everything. Basically, he is your main scoring guy. Him and Shadow Striker, two of them. Okay, youngster, give one good cross. Actually, the cross was excellent, but Maupai misses. Fuck. I remember a few years ago when I was playing fucking first season with 14-15 players and 2 goalkeepers. Imagine that for the whole season. So you can see a lot of these under 19 players shitty what I'm putting on the bench to fill up. So 3-0, not so bad. So that will be all for this first episode. So if you have any suggestion or question, please ask. I feel this Brighton team can be successful. Maybe I will not win the title, but at least I'm hoping to have some kind of small dream and be at least in top 4. What is, let's say, my minimum expectation. So see you in the next episode. Bye.